This is crazy. It's like our favorite campground. And there's almost nobody here.
I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me.
There's some people down there. But we're just trying to pick out what site we want. This one looks good.
Yeah, I think we might try for this one. Going either side.
This is 98.
Not wet or anything right here for now.
It's a little bit damp, but
Not
and we got the river. Oh,
and a
squirrel. So this site's big.
Yeah, it is. It's really big.
I think we'll take this one.
I like it. Professional. It is Thanksgiving weekend 2018, and we are going to do Thanksgiving Airstream style. Right here we have a 6-pound turkey because it is just Mike and I and the dogs.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've just unpackaged it, put it in a turkey bag, and put 1 tablespoon of flour inside the bag. It helps prevent it from bursting in the oven. And then I've got my dry spices right here. It's paprika, salt, pepper, garlic powder, thyme, sage, rosemary. I think that's it. Just a bunch of hodgepodge of spices. And I'm going to do a dry rub on the turkey. And I'm going to give it about 2 hours to cook. So I've got some time. We'll check in a couple minutes after I'm doing like the stuffing, which I left it unstuffed. It cooks better without it being stuffed. I'll be making some baked mashed potatoes per request from Mike. And some green beans and a pumpkin pie. So right now I'm going to start the stuffing, and what I have in the pan here is 1 stick of butter and 1 onion, and then I've got 3 to 4, I have 4 stalks of celery. You're going to add that into the pan. You're going to let this cook down. Also, you'll notice that I have my bread just out. And the reason is because the bread should be stale. so it needs to have some of that moisture extracted from it to be a really good stuffing. Okay, so I've let the butter, onion, and celery mixture cook down. I've added some spices, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and poultry seasoning. So now I've got all my bread cubed up. It's been sitting out, so it's got a little bit of the crunch on the outside, which is what you want. And normally what I do is I just kind of take a handful and I just kind of put it into the pan to try to absorb some of the juices from the butter before adding it into the bowl and really mixing it in. You're going to pour it into the pan with all the butter and bread crumbs. You're just going to mix it up. Try to get it nice and evenly coated before adding the eggs. So I've put in 3 eggs and then mixed it up, and the consistency that you want is for it to kind of stick together a little bit, but you don't want it to be like too moist or too dry. You don't want any of the bread to just be still bread. So you kind of get this consistency, which I've got. You're going to add it into your pan. Spread it around. And then I'm going to cover this with foil and bake it for about an hour. So right now what I've got going on is I've just cubed up my potatoes, put them in some water with a little bit of salt, and they're cooking down right now. I even brought my fancy KitchenAid mixer from home.
Which, by the way, fit perfectly under the sink.
So if you have an Airstream and you're wondering where you can put a nice mixer, fits perfectly under the sink. So what I've got going on right here is I'm going to make my pie crust for our pumpkin pie. So I have 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. This can be substituted for any kind of gluten-free flour. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a couple of packets of stevia, or you can use a teaspoon to a tablespoon depending on your taste of sugar. And 1 cup of butter cut up just so that it's easier to use your pastry cutter to cut it in. And you're going to just kind of work this into a ball, and then you will be putting in a tablespoon at a time of cold water, and I'm also going to be using a tablespoon of vinegar. So what I did was I just used my pastry cutter and I cut it in until all of the ingredients were well mixed, and then I added a tablespoon of the vinegar, mixed it in, and then you add in 1 tablespoon at a time of cold water until you get the consistency. It's usually around 3 to 4 tablespoons for just 1 pie crust. So then I'm going to, I put it into saran wrap, and I'm going to ball it up nice and tight, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge to chill. It's going to chill out for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so, because it's best worked when it's really cold, and it was worked next to this hot oven, so I got to give it a little time to chill out. So my potatoes are all cooked in. So what I put in to be mixed in is 1 8-ounce cup of Greek yogurt. You can use sour cream. I always like Greek yogurt instead. A little bit of Parmesan and Romano cheese, sharp cheddar, salt, pepper, garlic, thyme, oregano, stuff like that. Some good seasonings. And you're just gonna mix it on up. The timer just went off, so now we're gonna check to see if the turkey is done. Look at that.
It looks done.
It does. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the stuffing in the oven. If Guy would move his butt so I could open the door. Alright, so I'm just going to let the turkey rest in the bag just like this. I can reabsorb the juices. The potatoes are in here. I put them in the pan and I've sprinkled a little bit more sharp cheddar cheese on top. When I pull out the stuffing, I'm just going to pop those in just to warm up a little bit. And we're going to be well on our way to Thanksgiving dinner. While I'm waiting for the stuffing to cook, I figured I would roll out my pie crust. And because, you know, I'm just the smartest person in the world, I forgot my rolling pin at home. And I could have sworn that I had one in here, but I don't. So what I actually did was I just, in the saran wrap that I had, I just kind of pressed it out, and I did this all by hand. So I'm actually pretty proud of this. So then you just kind of press it into the pan and cut off the edges and move it if like there's a place where fill it in, kind of mush it in. You're going to do the little pinch crust. Gather it up, pinch, gather it up, pinch. All the way around, and then I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to prick holes in it. And then I'm going to make my filling, which I haven't made yet. So I'm going to put this in the fridge while I make that. So now I have my pumpkin pie filling ready to go, ready to put into my refrigerated pie crust. What is in here is one 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree. This time I used sweetened condensed milk, which I don't typically like to use. It's what I had on hand. If you watch last year's video, you can see how I made a much healthier pumpkin pie. This year it's full fat, full sugar. And I added in 2 eggs with pumpkin pie spice and a little extra cinnamon. In lieu of the pumpkin pie spice, you can use cinnamon cloves, nutmeg, stuff like that instead. But I just used the pre-mixed pumpkin pie spice that you buy from McCormick. So I'm going to pour this into my pie. And then I'm going to put this in the oven at 425 for 15 minutes, and then you're going to turn the temperature back for an extra 35 minutes. I believe it's at 350 until it doesn't jiggle in the middle. So while the pie is cooking, it's in the oven right now. I've plated all of our food and we are ready to enjoy our Thanksgiving feast.
Yay! I've been waiting all day for this.
It looks delicious. Can't wait. So how was it?
Excellent.
I can see your plate's clean, except for pieces of skin.
Yes, it was very, very good.
Thank you. So now we have the pumpkin pie all fresh out of the oven. Look at how beautiful it turned out. Who calls this the burn box? Are you excited?
Yes, I've been waiting all day for this pie.
Now it's kind of cool, so you gotta wait a little longer. Alright, well thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed our Thanksgiving Feast 2018.
I enjoyed it.
Me too.
It's Sunday.
Yes, it is, unfortunately.
No, we never enjoy Sundays. It means back to the real world.
Yeah, I'm definitely not looking forward to it after our extended weekend. And this trip here to Mohican was awesome.
It was very, very good. It did rain Saturday, but
Most of the day, up until like, what, noon or 1. But it wasn't like a downpour, and it was still very enjoyable.
yeah, you were in here cooking all day anyway, so
Yeah.
we just hung out inside here with the dogs. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, yesterday we did go on a walk. It was misty raining on us the whole time, but we got in about 2 or 3 miles with the dogs, and we were really just kind of bummed that we couldn't go on the trails a little bit more.
So we think we might get, what, one more trip in?
I'm hoping at least one more. Maybe
Yeah.
2, maybe 3.
Probably 1. It's been getting colder and colder every night. A couple nights it's been down to, well, one night it was down to 18 degrees, so this thing's gonna have to get winterized soon.
I know, it's just something that we're not looking forward to. And we're still trying to decide what to do in that week between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, it's still up in the air, so we'll figure something out. So anyways, see you guys next time.
Later.